Alright, guys, welcome to MP Elite Podcast Episode 1. About to get started in 3, 2, 1. Alright, guys, hope you liked the little new intro that we did. Moving forward, I wanted to get a lot of stuff accomplished this upcoming season. Season 3 is going to be our biggest and best season. I'm a lot more focused. It's the only league I'm going to run. I want you guys to get on your ball too. I just checked, and there's still a few of you who fail to archive the broadcast. I'm going to give you guys all a pass for the rest of this season, but please, going forward and into playoffs, make sure you archive your games. This will be a punishment. This will be suspension. Those who cannot archive their games will just get removed from league. Because going forward in season 3, we're gonna get this is gonna be called the MP Elite Daily Podcast, and we're gonna get into some great content. And I want to make sure that we get recordings of games so I can pull them up, kind of go through them, see what's going down, top highlights, top plays, stuff like that. But I can't do that if you guys don't archive your games. So make sure you please take the time, Google it, archive the games, or if you aren't into a league that wants to have top tens and highlights and gives away cash for most of for what how do you say being active and stuff, then this isn't the league for you. If you want a league that's active and fun and has highlights and top tens and replays and gets podcasts going again, this is the league for you. Now, I took a little break, 3 4 weeks break of doing a lot of live content, but promise you, here on forward, every single day. It may not be hear me at work on my headset. It may be in my car. It may be in my office. But we're gonna get MP Elite podcast kicking every single day. So make sure you guys look out for that. Then we're gonna go to the Daddy League screen real quick as we flip it over, and you can kind of see these are the playoff teams right here, and these are whatever. We're gonna talk about a few of the top teams and see who we got as my favorite to pick and stuff. And then we're gonna get a poll out there later on, see who's everyone's favorite as we go through, like I said, season 3 and stuff like that. Um, a lot of changes come down the pipe in a positive way. The Texans, they have number one. He is the reigning MP Elite Sim League champ. I don't think he's gonna win this season though. I think the Chiefs are gonna pull it home and they're gonna take it. They haven't lost a game. They have no reason to lose the rest of their games, obviously, and I don't see them losing in playoffs. I don't see a team that can beat them. I think they figured the game out, and they got it going pretty well. Now the Cowboys, I think are going to be a one and done. I think people know their scheme. I think people want to see the Cowboys lose. He picked America's team. He's going to get America to hate him. It just is the way it is. Broncos are pulling a surprising 12-3. This guy is doing his best season yet in MP Elite. Definitely look out for him. I don't think he's going to be able to get past the Chiefs though, so I see him losing to them. The rest of the teams are pretty much, in there in the hunt right there. I like it. If you don't see your team there, then you need to get better. Um, I would go. Here's where I'd go into who played what and all that stuff and do the highlights. But like I said, um, a lot of you people, I wouldn't say a lot. It's probably about 3 people or 4 that don't have the archive saved. So again, Google is your best friend. Hit the Google. How do I archive my broadcast in either Mixer or on Twitch? Twitch is obviously my preferred method of streaming. It's easier for me to pull down content, but I can do it otherwise because again, this is going to be a not live podcast, but daily podcast where I can pull the content, get it set up, and go to it and talk about the game, talk about the play. We can get a lot more interactive. So if you're new to the league, this is what's going to be coming. Um, I'll talk more about the XPs and stuff we're going to do going in season 3. I really, really like the idea. The more active you are, the more points you're going to get. Um, the thing for this week was a shutout. If anyone gets a shutout on this week, you get an extra 3 points of XP. I'm going to do stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't take away from you performing the game and stuff like that. Make sure when you guys play, you remember to be respectful to people. If you're killing the dudes like by 3 or 4 touchdowns with 3 minutes left in the game, no reason to play action passing another touchdown. I don't reward people for stats here. It's your own personal stat. If you get um, MVP or whatever, go toot your own horn. I'm not paying you. I'd rather pay the person that plays the game respectfully, takes the knee when they need to, It is a good sport. I will have a good sport points and stuff like that also in season 3, and we'll get a breakdown. Everything else pretty much staying the same, but I want to get more content out to you guys, and this was one way of doing it. So make sure you guys check that stuff. When we get to episode 2, I look to have highlights of the remaining games, or at least in episode 3 or 4, we'll get some live content up there, and we'll talk about the games and stuff like that. I want to thank you guys for watching this short version of episode 1 MP Elite Podcast, brought to you by MP Gaming with Madden's players. And I want to remind you, it's not about being the best, but it is about being better than we were yesterday. Watch this outro, aka intro, again, and we are going to get out of here, guys. Thank you.